Good morning and welcome dear students to online English video class. Today we are going to begin with English literature unit 2 Wild Duck. The chapter Wild Duck is written by Mr. Romesh Guneshkara, who was very famous writer. But before starting the story, I just want to discuss something about the author, summary of the chapter, then the plot. We will analysis of the plot, then character, story, and then explanation. Of course, the explanation will be come when we will discussing all these point. Clear? So let us begin with our writer, who is Romesh Guneshkara. See that this is the man who has written this story. Clear? So we will begin with him. Children, you can see that Mr. Romesh Guneshkara was born in Sri Lanka and lives in Britain. Having spent his early years in Sri Lanka, he explored many aspects of a native land in his writing. His fiction has been translated into many languages. As he was born in Sri Lanka, so that is why his many aspect of his native land is somewhere reflects in his writing. So that is why his fiction has been translated into different languages of India. And just be familiar that he is the writer from Sri Lanka. Clear? As he lives in Britain, but he was basically born in Sri Lanka. Okay, now children, we have the summary of the chapter. Here you can see that this story is a touching story about a father and a son. The father takes his son hunting to teach him to shoot down the wild duck, the teals. But the son teaches the father a lesson in caring for life instead of destroying it. Okay, so it's very clear from this paragraph there that his father wants to teach a lesson related to hunting, in which somewhere lives is to be taken. Okay, but instead of taking that lesson, his son has given him a lesson that how to have a lesson for caring life, no, how to give the life instead of taking life. Okay, so further it says that the father and son sails down in a stream in late afternoon. Just keep it in mind, it is somewhere the setting of the story is in late afternoon in the stream. Both of them have their guns and ready to shoot down the ducks as countless of them fly in the formation. See that countless, the ducks, wild ducks are countless of them. Okay, they were just flying in the sky in a formation, as there are so many ducks, so they were just flying together in a sequence, in a pattern. Okay, the father is hasty and shoots at the bird without aiming at any one of them in particular, and he's very overconfident. Okay, so his father was overconfident and without aiming any particular bird, he was just shooting, firing. Clear? Then what he thinks, he thinks he will surely kill a few at least, but he does not get any, as he was overconfident. So that is why he does not get any of the birds. He did not shoot anyone. Okay. On the other hand, the son aims carefully at one bird, that is the leader of the group. Okay. So the bird what the son has shot the bird, it was the leader of the group. Okay, and both of them watch the rest of the birds. Okay, just wait. Okay, so both of them watch the rest of the birds flying away in the same formation as before, with another bird leading them. Okay, so when he shoot the leader, the bird, then another bird from the group was leading the rest of the birds. So the sequence, the formation of the birds was not broken as it was earlier, it was now the same. Okay, then after, it looks as if they knew how not to be shaken up in a crisis but to move on. They were not stopped at the pace, but they were just starting to moving forward. Okay, the boy wants to know what happened to the bird he shot. Okay, he rows the boat to where the duck had fallen and finds it alive and bleeding. Okay, when he got it, it was bleeding. The duck was bleeding, but it was alive. He had shot at its wing, and he learns that he could never fly again. Okay, when he found that he found that there was an injury in its wing, and then he learned that it could never fly again. Means there was a wound on the wings of the duck, so that is why it was completely injured. Okay, after that the boy was completely shocked that he has maimed the bird. It means maimed means completely injured. Okay, injured permanently. So that is why he was very shocked, and he was ashamed of his ability of destroying that, how he has destroyed the wild duck. Okay, then after he decides that he will look after the bird and then bring it home to care for it as his pet. So after that he decides that he will look after the bird and bring it at home for care it as his pet. Okay, then after he said the duck would never fly again like the rest of the flock, but he was glad that it would be alive and will be safe as his home. Okay, then after here the boy learns a lesson that he decided he would never go hunting again. A good lesson he has learned due to this incident. Okay, though he had gone with his father to learn the pleasure of hunting, see that he had gone for learning the pleasure of hunting, but he realizes that there is no joy. Okay, he realizes that there is no joy in killing or maiming anything in the wild. Clear? No? Very good lesson. Okay, then after when his father asks what he did with the gun, with his gun, he replies that he had thrown it away. Okay, that see that here the father was gifted the gun to the son, but he had thrown it away because the gun has taken the life of the wild duck. His father is shocked at first. He is angry that his son had thrown away a valuable gift by his father, but he realizes later that he had set out to teach his son the joy of hunting to kill. Instead, his son had learned a better lesson, the joy of carrying the heel. Okay, so he was happy. The father was happy that he had learned a better lesson. Okay, the joy of caring to heal somebody. So that was the very good lesson for him. Okay, then after the father learns from the son how to value life, and this makes him happy. So instead of taking the lesson from his father, even the father has learned a new lesson to his son, that is the value of life. Okay, so that was the summary. Now children, we will be proceeding for the analysis of the plot. So first of all we will be discussing what is plot. Okay, I know that you all are from class 6 students, so somewhere it is difficult to know that what is plot. So plot is nothing, student, but it is a literary term that is used to describe. Okay, why it is used to describe? So it is used to describe the events. Okay, the events that is available in the story. So the events that make up a story or the main part of the story, how the story develops. For the development of the story we need a sequence of plot. Clear? So these events relate to each other in pattern or in sequence, as I told. So the structure of a story depends on the organization of event in the plot of the story. So in this way I hope it is clear that what is plot. So now let us see how the sequence proceed in the story. It means how the plot is sets in the story. Okay, so here we find that the theme is respect for life. Respect for life, and the incidents used to demonstrate the theme is hunting expedition and its effect on father and son. Clear? Then after, the plot develops in a single straightforward manner to show a son teaches a father a valuable lesson instead of father teaches his son as usual. Generally what happens, a son is to be learned something from father, but here we find that how a son teaches a father a valuable lesson. Clear? Instead of the father teaching a son. Then after, the next point says just wait. Okay, Okay, the plot is about a father taking his son to hunt wild ducks so that father could teach his son hunting, a sport he knew he enjoyed. The hunting is for the enjoyment, but the hunting trip did not have the expected result. Even when the son shot down the leader of the flock wild ducks, the father was proud that his son was better marksman than himself. Okay, but the son was not happy with what he has done. It means he somewhere now realizes the value for life. Okay, in fact he was shocked that he could be good at hurting and killing. Okay, so the boy was shocked that he was good at hurting somebody and killing somebody. That is why he was very upset and sad. So he decided he would never hunt again and threw away his gun. Initially, the father was angry and perhaps disappointed that his son did not want to enjoy a manly sport. Actually, what happened earlier in ancient time, people thought that hunting is a somewhere manly sport, no, it is somewhere a courageous work. They just enjoy doing hunting, so that is why he was somewhere disappointed. Then after, but he discovered that he was happier to see his son as a person who cared to preserve life rather than to destroy it. So instead of the father teaching the pleasure of hunting, the son taught the father the joy of respected life. So that was all about analysis of a plot. So children, now we are going to have a character analysis. Okay, characters analysis. So you know that here are two characters. The first is of father and second is of son. So now we are going to have analysis of these two characters. Okay, so you can see that the character of father is that of a typical person who wants to teach his son what he knows and enjoy. Okay, so here we can see that he wanted to teach his son a lesson that what he enjoy and knows. Clear? Then the father is manly in traditionally considered way, who takes pleasure in hunting, which is his pastime, and he wants to teach his son to be a good hunter. As I explained earlier, the same this point is saying. He is a good father who likes to spend his time with his son. He is well meaning to his concern that his son should be a good hunter. So from this point of view, he was a good father. Perhaps he looks forward to many such outings in future where the joys they share in a pastime may draw them closer to each other. So in that way he was a good father, and that types of features and qualifications he had as a father. Now that we have seen the character of father, now we are going to have the character of the son. Okay, so children, here the character of son has a surprising twist. Okay, initially any other child whose he is like any other child whose father is a hero. Just wait. Okay, so all the children or anyone just like to have a father like the father we are having in this book. So they just thought that their father should be a hero, a Superman, and he just spent time to the children. So that is why he was thinking that his father was a hero for him. Okay, he is happy to be taken out hunting, to be treated like a grown-up person. He is delighted at the beauty of nature in action, where he sees the birds in flight. He is amazed of countless wild ducks in formation while seeing these things, that how they were countless as well as they fly in a formation, flying together in the evening sky. Okay, when he sees his father shooting at random and failing to kill a single bird, he takes careful aim at only one bird, the leader, and shoots it down. So it's very clear that he just put his aim on a particular bird, so that is why he had shot it carefully. Okay, then the next point says he is happy with his performance and with his father's pride in his accomplishment. He rose towards the duck to see what he has shot. Okay, then after, a change comes over him when he sees a wounded bird. Okay, then after there was a change when he see the real condition of the bird. Change came into his mind, that he was shocked to think that he was so good at hunting that he had almost killed the bird. He was shocked that he was so good at hunting that how he somewhere killed the bird. Okay, then after he decides to take care of it, knowing it will never be able to fly again, because he had hurt its wing. He decides he will never hunt again. He defines at the end portrays him as a decision maker, and highlights the strength of his characters. Clear? Okay, so in this way, the distraction he had caused him, he had caused, makes him realize the value for life. Okay, so here you can see that it realizes for value of life, every kind of life, whether it is a life of a man, a life of a human, or a life of an animal. Clear? So as he changes from a killer to a preserver, how he has changed himself to a killer, from a killer to a preserver of life. He teaches his father to how to respect for life. So in this way, children, we have completed all this point. Just wait. Okay, so all this point we have completed. We come to know about the author, then a summary of the chapter, then plot analysis of the plot we did, characters. Okay, story somewhere is there, somewhere also we have discussed in this discussion. So the next part will be the story part. We will be discussing the complete story and then have the explanation properly. So we will be now meeting to the next video with the story and explanation. So till that time, thank you so much and have a nice day.